Finland, known as the land of 1,000 lakes, is also a land of 1,000 legends. For centuries, Finns have told stories to explain natural wonders, to honor ancient gods, and to warn about the dangers of the wilderness. Many of these tales were preserved in the Kalevala, Finland's national epic, compiled from old oral poetry in the 19th century. Here are 10 of Finland's most iconic legends, each revealing something about its culture, beliefs, and spirit. Story 1. Väinämöinen, the wise old bard. The central hero of the Kalevala is Väinämöinen, a wise bearded bard with magical songs. Born from the goddess Ilmatar, he could create and shape the world with his voice. His singing healed wounds, built boats, and even defeated enemies. Väinämöinen represents the power of wisdom, poetry, and music in Finnish culture, where songs were considered magical incantations. Story 2. The Sampo, the magical mill. One of Finland's most mysterious legends is the Sampo, a magical artifact created by the blacksmith Ilmarinen. The Sampo could produce endless grain, salt, and wealth, but its power led to conflict. Louhi, the witch queen of Pohjola, stole it, leading to battles between north and south. In the end, the Sampo was shattered, and its fragments scattered across the sea, bringing prosperity to Finland. This myth symbolizes the struggle for fortune, the dangers of greed, and the shared wealth of the land. Story 3. Lemminkainen, the reckless hero. Another Kalevala hero, Lemminkainen, was brave, handsome, and reckless. He sought to marry the maiden of Pohjola, but was killed during his quest. His body was cut into pieces and thrown into the river of death. His mother, however, gathered his remains and, with divine help, brought him back to life. This story reflects love, resurrection, and the power of maternal devotion. Story 4. Kullervo, the tragic outcast. Perhaps the darkest tale of the Kalevala is that of Kullervo, a boy cursed from birth. Abused and enslaved, he gained supernatural strength, but was driven by rage. In ignorance, he seduced his own sister, who killed herself in shame. Racked with guilt, Kullervo took his own life. This grim legend reflects fate, vengeance, and the destructive power of rage, a Finnish counterpart to Greek tragedies. Story 5. Louhi, the witch queen of the north. Louhi, mistress of the cold land of Pohjola, is one of Finnish mythology's greatest villains. She was a sorceress who commanded frost, disease, and monsters. She guarded the Sampo, sent plagues, and demanded impossible tasks from heroes. Yet, she was also respected as a powerful matriarch, representing the fearsome strength of winter and the north. Story 6. Hiisi, the forest spirits. In Finnish folklore, Hiisi originally meant sacred groves, but later came to describe evil forest spirits and giants. They haunted mountains and dark woods, leading travelers astray. In Christian times, the word Hiisi became synonymous with demon. Yet the older belief reflects reverence for sacred places in nature. Story 7. Tapio, the forest god. Finnish hunters once prayed to Tapio, the god of the forest, and his wife Mielikki, goddess of the hunt. Tapio was described as tall, bearded, and covered in moss and leaves. Hunters made offerings before entering the woods, hoping for success. This legend reflects the dependence on and respect for forests, central to Finnish life. Story 8. Aino, the Maiden of the Sea. One of the most tragic Kalevala tales is of Aino, a young maiden promised to Väinämöinen in marriage. Rather than submit, she wandered into the forest, weeping and finally drowned herself in the sea. Later, Wainamoinen encountered her transformed into a water spirit forever beyond his reach. Her story symbolizes freedom, loss, and the untamed spirit of nature. Story 9. The Bear, Sacred King of the Forest. For ancient Finns, the bear, Otso, was the most sacred animal, called the son of the forest. After a bear was hunted, ceremonies were performed to honor its spirit, and its skull was placed in a tree. This belief reflects deep respect for animals, the cycle of life, and the bond between humans and nature. Story 10. The Origins of the Northern Lights. The Northern Lights, or Revontulet, fox fires, inspired one of Finland's most beautiful myths. It was said that a magical fox ran across the snowy fells, sweeping its tail against the snow. The sparks that flew into the sky became the glowing aurora. This poetic legend reveals the imaginative power of the Finns to explain natural wonders. From the wisdom of Wainamoinen to the tragedy of Kullervo, from the mysteries of the Sampo to the haunting beauty of Aino, Finnish legends are filled with poetry, darkness, and nature's power. These stories are not just entertainment. They are windows into the Finnish soul, a people who lived close to forests and lakes, who respected nature, and who sought meaning in song and story. Even today, in music, literature, and festivals, these myths remain alive, reminding us that Finland is not only a land of lakes and silence, but also of living legends.